What's up, Fruitful investors? In this video, I'll be sharing with you how I make over $500,000 a year just by flipping houses, and you can too. As I always say in every single video where I talk about flipping, this is more of an advanced strategy, better suited for veteran investors who have a net worth of at least over $1 million. Now, I know if you're a first-year investor and you're like, screw you, Matt, I want to flip houses, you totally can. And I'm going to give you the tools on how to do that without losing your shirt. I just like it a little more if you have at least $1 million net worth because, you know, as I say in many videos, I'll just slam through it right here because I've said it enough. If you lose on a flip and you lose 30 grand, but you're a millionaire, not a big deal. You'll recover, you'll be pissed off, but you'll do it again. If this is your first deal ever and you lose 30K, you're done. You're never flipping again. You're gonna say, screw real estate. It didn't work. I knew it wouldn't work, and you're never gonna do it again. That's why I always say it's better suited to veteran investors, but you can do it too if you're a newbie. Let's get right into it. Number one, in order on how to build an actual flipping business to make you a lot of money, you gotta spend a crap ton of money on marketing. Now, I'm a cheap ass person. If you know me personally, you know this. Man, I hate spending money. And this is kind of why it took my business 10 years really to just destroy flipping, because I finally flipped the switch and just recently realized, dude, you got to spend a ton of money on marketing if you want to make a ton of money. Now, in all my other businesses, my real estate agent business, my JV attraction business to get partners, what other business do I have? To get clients, the marketing business we have to get clients in for our marketing business. Anyway, we spend like $0 on marketing. It's all organic, it's all social media, I understand it, so it's cool. With this business, you can't really do that. If you really want to build a business that dominates a city, because there's so much competition out there, there's so many goddamn wholesalers, as you know, I've said so many times, there's too many wholesalers, too many investors in 2020 and 2021 who just want to get into real estate because it's cool, it's sexy. Anyway, if you want to penetrate that market, here's a secret, I'll tell you right now. Here's the secret to kick all their asses. And you might not like it, but I found it to work very well. You need to outspend all of them. All of them. Because 99% of those guys they're just trying it. They're just testing the waters. Let me just send out, 3,000 flyers over here. Let me just send out 1,000 flyers over there. Dude, you gotta swamp them. That's the only way that I found to kick ass in this business. So, what do I mean by spending a ton on marketing? I'm not gonna give you all my secrets, but I'm gonna give you a good amount of stuff right here. Number one, flyers is the most important one, or the most common one anyway. Might not be the most important in your market, but it seems to work pretty well in my areas and for most investors in Canada, from what I've seen, flyers work really, really well. But again, that's one where you gotta spend a ton of money if you really wanna do this for real. If you're just a part-timer who's like, I'd like to do a flip, maybe one or two a year, dude, this isn't cut out for you. You're gonna get swamped. Just buy the deals from the wholesalers. Let them do all this work for you, okay? So flyers is one of the most important ones that I found. Facebook ads. Now there's a ton of like back-end stuff that I can talk to you about on coaching calls, because I'm not gonna give all this stuff away for free, because a lot of my competitors watch these videos. I'm not giving all my secrets away, but there's ways on how to optimize what I'm telling you. Next up, we got door knocking, right? This is a free one kind of, but it takes a lot of your time. So knocking on doors. Hey, I'm a real estate investor in the area. I buy homes in this neighborhood. Are you looking to sell? That's it. Knock on the doors and start banging them doors. Next up, we got wholesalers. Another great way to find flips. Like I said, let the wholesalers find them. Let them spend the money on marketing, and then they can bring the deals to you. Yes, you'll be paying a premium because you're paying their wholesale fee on top of that, but it's totally hands-free. Let them do that if you want. And last but not least, we have realtors. Realtors, yes, can find you good flip deals. Right now on the MLS, very, very hard to find an actual flip that will make sense, but they're out there. I'm a real estate agent specializing only with investors. We're doing one flip right now that we just bought off MLS. We got super lucky, super, super rare, but you can find flip deals on MLS. I wouldn't bank on it though as your whole investment strategy, but it's there. You definitely want good investment savvy realtors working on your team. Number two, you wanna have an acquisition manager. If you really wanna build a real business, you gotta build a real business with employees, and you can't be doing all the marketing, building your business with the videos or whatever, dealing with renovations, taking all the phone calls from the sellers. It's just too much stuff. You'll get swamped, and this is what I was doing when I started my flipping business about 2 years ago, full on flipping. I was doing all of this stuff. I was managing the flips, taking the phone calls, ordering the materials. Dude, you can't do that. But especially this position, you need an acquisition manager. So if you don't know what that means that they're the ones that take the phone calls that come in from your leads, from your flyers, your bandit signs, your door knocking, whatever. Anywhere where the lead comes in, they're the ones picking up the phone, going through the script, and seeing if they're a motivated seller. They set up the appointment, they go to the house, meet the seller, do the pitch that you want them to do in order to lock up that deal, and they lock up the deal. Essentially what you want to do is be buying houses without even really being a part of it. So for me, we have an acquisition manager right now. We're actually going to be bringing on a second one very soon because our business is growing and we're getting too many leads. It's a good problem to have. Anyway, they're buying houses without even me knowing about them, right? They're doing their own comps. They're going to the house. They're closing the deal. They know the metrics that I want to buy in and all the formulas. They're doing all of that and they're buying deals without even me knowing. They just call me up. Hey, Matt, we bought this sweet deal in Cambridge, Ontario. Sweet. Not even know about it. Click. That's it. My job is to raise money, raise capital, and that's pretty much it. Next up, we have a renovation design. So you need to have a renovation design system in order to actually build a business that runs on autopilot, which means you have checklists and systems. If you follow me on YouTube here, you know that all my properties look the exact same, pretty much. Every single one gets the same flooring, the same trim, the same kitchen, the same countertops, the same lights. We mix it up a little bit depending on the area that we're flipping in. If we're downtown, it's gonna look a little different than if we're in the suburbs. But essentially, all the materials we're using are pretty much the exact same. It's boring, boring, boring. Yes, I know flipping deals looks sexy on HGTV. It's meant to look sexy. It should be boring as hell. That's what you want with a business. My contractors know exactly what to do when they walk in the front door. Even if I'm not there, they know, oh, Matt's gonna do that damn backsplash. He's gonna use those same sandy colored floors. He's gonna use the same 4-inch baseboard. I'm so bored that my job is so damn boring. Good, that's what we want, because boring equals predictability, which equals money, which equals reduced risk. We don't want that. We don't want risk when we're flipping deals, especially. Flipping is already super risky. We want to mitigate that risk as much as possible, and having a renovation system will definitely do that. Number 4, you want to hire a project manager. So just like we have an acquisition manager to get all the phone calls and get all those deals, and by the way, there's a million of different ways on how to pay these people. I should go back. The acquisition manager, you want to do commission-based. So it's not really costing you any money, for them picking up the phone and doing all this stuff. You're not dishing out money for dollars per hour. They're only getting paid for the results that they do. If they don't do any results and they don't close deals, they're not getting paid. That's the life of a salesperson. So you definitely want to hire an acquisition manager tomorrow, because I know you're probably thinking, I don't have the money to do that. I'm just starting my business. You can literally hire them tomorrow. And I wish I did that 2 years ago, because they're essentially free. They only get paid based on their results. And I'll talk about that and the pay structure maybe in another video to save time. But project manager, you definitely want to hire them because they're the ones running all the day-to-day crap. Because with renovations, you know how it goes. There's always something that comes up. We're waiting for permits, inspectors maybe if we're doing something big. The materials might not come in time. We don't want to deal with any of that stuff. Again, as a real estate investor and the CEO of your business, your job is to raise capital, to buy more real estate, to make more money. That's it. That should literally be your only job. It's just marketing and raising money. So the acquisition manager is closing the deals, taking the phone calls and closing them. Your project manager, once you close the deal, they're running the stuff. They're running the contractors, the scheduling, ordering the materials. Again, on how we do it with our business now, I only see the property on the day we close because I shoot the video with our media guy. And then I don't see it until the very, very end when it's all done and it looks all pretty. Then I'll go and see it again, shoot the after video, but that's it. I'm not seeing anything in between. I don't walk the property. I don't order the materials. I don't do nothing. Everything is systemized, and that's the way it really has to be if you want to build a real business. I know if you're watching this and you're like, I'm just starting off, there's no way I can do this. You need to think at least on how to do this, because you really need to. And I would argue if you're gonna flip houses, you should do this right away, build this infrastructure and team right away. But if you gotta do 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 on your own, do it, because you'll realize how much it sucks. And your time is way better spent, as I said, doing the marketing, basically what I'm doing here, to get people aware of me, and then raising money to close those deals. That's all you should be doing. and so we want to strive for. So last one, number 5, how do we actually make $500,000 a year? Matt, how do you do this? Well, we're on track to flipping about 18 to 20 properties a year. In 2021, we're probably going to flip a lot more, but this year, I think we actually did 18 flips this year. So if we make $30,000 of net profit on each one, 18 times $30,000, let me get my math right here, is $540,000 a year. So essentially, we're doing about 1.5 deals a month, right? So not too bad. That's a pretty decent ass business. What we're trying to do now for 2021 is buy 2 to 3 deals every single month for doing flips. So again, it's not that intense. We only have to buy 1.5 deals a month, 18 deals a year. And if you make 30K on each one, which we tend to make quite a bit more, but 30K is kind of a base minimum of what we're doing, that's 540 grand a year. Now, if you minus your expenses for your marketing and your project manager, because you're probably gonna pay them hourly rather than commission-based, you're probably gonna net somewhere about 400 to 450 grand. And that's just from one income stream, guys. So there's a ton of other stuff, right? Where we're still buying the buy and holds. We're doing, maybe you wanna be a real estate coach, maybe you wanna do courses, whatever. There's a million income streams on how to make money here, and flipping is only one of them, but it is a very, very good one. So guys, that's the video. I hope you liked it. If you did, smash that like button. Also hit that subscribe button right below so we can see more of each other. I'll see you in the next video.